Alright, ladies and gents, welcome back. This is part 5 of the Adobe Illustrator 2019 playlist. What we're going to talk about today is another 3D effect that you can add to text and objects, and we're going to draw a profile of, I guess, a chess piece and show you how to revolve that. Okay, so for this one I'm going to leave the directions up on the screen here because in order to draw my piece there are very specific numbers that you have to type in. But you can use these steps to create anything that you want. Alright, so the first thing is, let's just do a simple text box here by just taking the text tool and clicking anywhere on the screen and just type whatever text you would like to type. You can take your selection tool and change the size. You can change the color. I have never done it with a stroke color, so we'll just throw that on there too and see what happens. And then all you really do is you just go to Effects, 3D, Revolve, and you mess with some of these settings with which way it's going to actually revolve, how many degrees it's going to revolve, and then you hit OK. It'll take a second to load, and you'll see that your text revolves around in however many degrees that you set it for. Alright? So now, this does slow the system down, so you can see as I go to move this, you get a little bit of a load screen. So if you are going to move it, try to get it positioned where you want it. That way you don't have to see too many load screens. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Alright, now for the next part. This chess piece here is, like I said, very specific with the numbers that you have to type, which is why I'm leaving this up on the screen in case you want to pause this and just go ahead and go through my directions. Some of the directions are a little bit different because I think I made this one last year and there's a little bit of an update in this 2019 software. Okay, so here we go. What you're going to do first of all is you're going to go up here and go to Essentials Classic. That's going to show you a couple more tools over here that I've been trying to find in the last couple videos, and now I have finally found them. You're going to go to the line segment tool, and with that you're going to click anywhere on the screen and you're going to type 6 inches at a degree of 270. So what that's going to do is it's going to draw a 6-inch line down. Okay, and also before you start you do want to make sure when you're on your line segment tool that you turn your fill off and that you have some kind of stroke on there. It doesn't matter what color. Okay, sorry, I said that. No, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Going back to the line segment tool. Now, the thing about this is that you can't click on the anchors here unless this is deselected. So there's two ways to do that. One of them is to take your selection tool and just click off. And the other one is Control-Shift-A. Okay, so if I have this selected, I can hit Control-Shift-A, and you'll see that that deselects. You need it to be deselected in order to start another line segment tool. So if I go here now, you can see it says anchor, and that's when I want to click. The next one I'm going to type is 2 at 0 degrees. And hit OK. And again, Control-Shift-A deselects. Start again, click your new anchor. You're going to do 0.25 at 90. And then basically just following the directions for a couple more. So you can click off, you can do the line segment, go to anchor. The next one is 1 at 135. And then we're here right now, 1 inch at 90. So new anchor here, 190. Okay. Now the next one is you're going to find the arc segment tool. Alright, that's behind the line segment tool if you're on Essentials Classic. Otherwise it's hard to find. Arc tool. Okay, I think they used to call it the arc segment tool. It doesn't really matter. Again, we need this to be deselected. We can select our new anchor, and you're going to set a couple things here. Try to match mine. 0.7, at least for this one, especially if you're my students, you have to create the same exact thing. 0.75 at 2.75 for Y length. Leave it open, leave it Y axis, and then hit OK, and that should arc it in and to the left. Okay, then you're going back to your line segment tool, although we do want to click off first. You're going to go on to that new anchor, and you're going to do 3 more. You're going to do 0.5 at 0, select off, line segment tool. You're going to do 0.15 at 90. By the way, these are my directions. They're not something that I stole off the internet, in case anybody's wondering. 0.75 at 135. New anchor, 0.75 at 135. And then the last thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the pen tool, which is this one right here. And you're going to click on the anchor. And you're going to click and hold on the closing anchor. So this one you have to hold the button down on the mouse. And what that allows you to do is to move your mouse around and create some kind of curve. And you try to match mine that you see down here. So you get something like that. Alright. Now take your selection tool. Click off. Draw a box around these things. Go to the shape builder tool, which is right here. And in case you don't see that, you might see the live paint bucket tool. It's in front of that. So just long press, hold and click on this. Shape builder tool. Click in that area. And then what that does is it makes it one solid shape. So now it's all one piece. You can take that piece, go to Effects, 3D, Extrude and Bevel. And then you're going to set these settings. I have negative 30, 30, negative 15. Negative 30, 30, negative 15. Again, this is just to make exactly mine. When you go to explore your tool that you're going to create, you're going to do whatever you want here. Oh, I went to the wrong one. I'm sorry. You're going to go to Effects, 3D, and it's going to be Revolve. I said the wrong thing there. So anyways, this is negative 30, 30, negative 15. We're going to do a 360 degree angle. And we're going to hit OK. Alright. And now you get this piece. And by the way, I want to jump back for a second. When you're doing, let's see, what step was that? When you're doing the arc tool, okay, and you click to get that one, you got to make sure that this right here, if it's not working the right way, is the bottom right corner that is selected. Otherwise, it might go the wrong direction on you. Okay, so it's basically telling it where the start point is and which way it's going to start with the X and Y axis from that point. All right, so that's pretty much it for this video. That's how you use the Revolve tool. Again, don't forget that if we are looking at these tools over here, there is one called Appearance. If we don't like how this came out, or we don't like how this one came out, we don't want to go ahead and add another effect on top of that. That'll slow the system down even more. What you want to do is actually click on this, go to Appearance, and if you're not seeing this, make sure you're on Essentials Classic, or even I think Painting has it as well. And you'll see that it has a 3D Revolve on there. So I can click on this 3D Evolve in case I make a mistake, and I can edit those settings. Or I can click on that and hit the trash bin, or I can hit Control Z and back up all the steps that I did until I get to a point where maybe I want to edit it from that point. Okay, so that's it. I appreciate you guys watching. If you're one of my students, you're creating 2 of your own. These should start getting a little bit more advanced because you guys are on your 5th tutorial now, and you can use everything that you've learned up until this point in order to create, you know, new things that I haven't seen before. Okay, so one of those things has to be an abstract shape. Using the Revolve tool, and the other one has to be some kind of realistic object. So this one was realistic obviously because it was a chess piece, but you guys can create whatever you want. Alright, so thank you guys for listening. This was part 5 of the Adobe Illustrator 2019 playlist, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Alright, thanks a lot.